Every story has a beginning. We just gonna start this one in the middle. I spent 9 years of my life in this building, 2.5 in this building, and 6 months in this building. We don't talk about this building. I've had some really fun times in this building, some not so fun times in this one, but the most memorable ones in this one. Remember when I said I worked a few jobs that taught me a lot about business? I worked a few jobs that taught me a lot about business, and that'll make sense in another video. Well, this is that video, and this is the career that brought me here. Let's go. Today we rolling in the Best Buy Blues from Best Buy. No link in the description because they don't sell them shits. I figured since I'm in story mode right now, I should share some of my experience with you so we can, get to know each other a little better. So if you watch a few of my videos, you already know I like to travel, I love food, you know I'm luxury homeless, and I like tech. But how did I actually become interested in tech? Fast forward to 2007. I left a previous job to work part-time at my favorite blue brick building on the streets. That's me. Just in time for Black Friday, CDs were still $15, Jay-Z dropped American Gangster, and TVs still had them big-ass bags on them. I eventually worked my way up to an entry-level leadership position where I was in charge of a small team of people and responsible for coaches and counselings, AKA write-ups. But Best Buy did a real good job with training you to do the job that you was hired for, but if you didn't receive that information for you to do your job properly, that was on you. I remember going through a lot of restructures, different managers, and 2 CEOs. That's me again. I didn't realize how many people I would get to know along the way that were going to do bigger and better things after leaving the company. Take for instance, this is my partner Key right here. I met him in 2007 when I started, and he was a Magnolia home theater expert. He left the company and went full-time as a photographer and still one of my best friends to this day. He's also the dude behind all these pictures. This is Jabari. Jabari was one of the leaders at the same store I was at, and then he left and went to create a series of award-winning web series, and also a real good dude. This is Virgil, a friend of mine and one of the only other YouTubers that I actually know. Virgil left Best Buy, moved to Los Angeles, and just blew up. Now after they all left, I transferred to Naples, Florida in 2015 in a different role, and I would oversee DI, or digital imaging. This is where I really learned more about cameras, from the basics to the more advanced features. I was also in part of the whole drone boom when they hit the scene, because I remember the Unique drones, which was one of my favorites. I pushed them shits hard then. DJI exploded on the scene, and the rest is history. After almost 2 years in Naples, Florida, I was called back to the Atlanta store in a bigger role, and this is kind of where my mindset changed, because I would go into a bigger leadership role and a lot more responsibility. Reason why I had a different mindset is because in this new role, I was more involved with the actual business of Best Buy. The numbers. This is also where my general manager is no longer referring to the management team as managers, but now referring to us as leaders. Hence the name Leader One, which is also the leader of the GoBots. Now the purpose behind this was for us to look at the store and each department as if it's our own business. That means we had to sell product, we had to order product, we had to manage the inventory, as well as our P&Ls, or profits and losses. Now I was able to thrive in this new role, but not without its challenges, and I also helped contribute to the store's monthly bonuses and the quarterly bonus, because them shits was equivalent to winning a small scratch off. If you know, you know. Hey, let me get the 256 in black. and I already got a case for it, so I'm good. Jeez. I figured since we doing the semi-tech vlog, might as well pick up some tech. Got the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. You know what I'm saying? I might be buku late, but you know, better late than never. So that's it in black. And we're gonna already assume that I already turned it on and powered it on and set it up and everything, which I did. So, but that's it. Now I got fingerprints because I also been shooting all day too. Like I said, I got a case for it already. I got two cases. I got the dbrand grip cases, one with the X-ray skin and then the other one with the MKBHD skin. This how it look with the skin on it. Wednesday, December 4th. It's already hooked up. I'm good. Back to the video. And one of the biggest things that helped change my mindset in this new role was that my general manager bought all the leaders this book. And he made us read this book called The New Gold Standard. It's a book about leadership and other luxury brands that use this method. And after reading that, it was just like, I'm in go mode now. Cut two, we go from bottom 20 in the company to top 10 in the company. No lie, I still got documentation to prove that. And no soon as we riding high on top, right before Black Friday 2018, I leave and move to LA. I transferred to the Best Buy in Culver City, California, and this is why we don't talk about that particular store, because after I get there, 6 months after I get there, I am no longer with Best Buy. The labor laws are a little bit different than the other two Best Buys I worked at before, and they're not real receptive to change, and I try to implement a lot of things that they did not know, and they just wasn't having it, so that wasn't for me. Having said all that, with the knowledge I have from 2007 to 2019, starting as a part-time employee to a full-time employee to a manager at one of the biggest electronics companies across the country, could I lean more into photography on YouTube? Absolutely. Could I lean more into home theater and sound on YouTube? Absolutely. Could I lean more into computers on YouTube? 100%. Instead, I want the vlog. I chose one of the most challenging genres on YouTube because I felt like it was a little bit more personal, and that's why I wanted to bring this video to you today. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight on my background. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be in story mode, but I think that's gonna do it for me today. Leave a like on the video, share it with your friends for a second opinion. If you didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down button twice. I'm out.